claim that the French are taking to the streets chanting his name, but the real video tells a much different story. But first, here's the tweet that started it all. A conspiracy theorist took to Twitter to claim that amid the riots currently taking place in France, "We want Trump" is being chanted through the streets of Paris. The claim was repeated by dozens, if not hundreds, of people and news outlets on the right, desperate to show that someone, anyone, is willing to take to the streets in support of the US president. For once. Fox News contributors, radio hosts, Reddit, 4chan, even Rush Limbaugh.
You know what's been overheard in some of the cheering over there? I kid you not. I know friends who are there. There are some people wearing the yellow vests chanting, "We want Trump," among the rioters in Paris.
Finally, it made its way to far-right agitator Charlie Kirk's Twitter feed, where it was ultimately retweeted by the President of the United States, who I'm sure did his homework before blasting off a message to the entire world. But here's the video they were all talking about. Take a close look and see if everything checks out. You guys didn't know that they chant in English in France, or that they ride double-decker buses? This protest could have been standing on top of Big Ben, and the right would still be convinced that Trump fever has swept through Paris. This video is actually from a rally that took place in June in the United Kingdom in support of far-right extremist Tommy Robinson. Although it shouldn't surprise anyone that it was promoted by Trump, who would retweet Jeffrey Dahmer if the guy had a Twitter account and had something nice to say about him. In reality, Trump's approval rating in France is a staggering 10%. He's more likely to get a pro-Trump riot in West Hollywood than he is in France. As for the rest of the message in Charlie Kirk's tweet, decrying the radical left fuel taxes, the protests are actually against the fact that French President Emmanuel Macron is using the tax not to expand France's social welfare benefits, but the opposite, using the money to make the economy more pro-business and scale back labor protections. In fact, it's a continuation of a wave of resentment over Macron's tax cuts for corporations and the wealthiest 10% of French households. Where have we seen that before? In any case, I'm not sure that ending labor protections, cutting taxes for the rich, and gutting social welfare programs are exactly the goals of the radical left. Of course, that won't stop Trump and Charlie Kirk and the entire Republican Party from using it anyway to fearmonger about cultural Marxism, but lies like this are a really good way to turn off what's left of an already dwindling base. With the riots still ongoing in France, I'll offer these words: God save the Queen. That's French too, right?